Hey guys, I want to thank all my supporters on Patreon for their generosity towards me and for helping to make my videos possible. You guys are awesome. If you're curious about what kind of rewards I offer to my patrons, please check the link below for more information. Thanks again and enjoy the video. So today I want to talk a bit about just what it's like being an eBay reseller, because I recently had my first return, unfortunately, due to a customer opening the package that I'd sent the item in and immediately being hit with a strong cigarette smoke smell. Now, this will often happen if you get things from like a yard sale or pick them up from places like Goodwill or whatever. You'll often find that the item in question has been owned in a house where there was a smoker, and the scent just permeates the items. So unfortunately, I have to send a refund to the person and get the item back. That's going to be a loss on my part, but I figure, it's the least I can do to refund their purchase for the trouble that they had to go through because of my mistake, because of my not handling the situation quite right. A lot of people will tell you, do not, whatever you do, try not to live in a house where you smoke or where you have a whole lot of that kind of thing going on, because it can taint the items that you sell and stuff. I really don't have that problem usually. I haven't had any complaints with any of my other items that I've sold so far on eBay, just that one, which was downstairs for a time too, so that might have been a problem as well, because my mom's a smoker and she mainly smokes downstairs, so, it might have gotten on the item there. Who knows? Either way, it's not all fun and games when it comes to being an eBay reseller. You really have to watch what you're doing. You have to watch what you're selling and make sure that it's legitimate, that it's clean, that it's above board, that it does work, or if it doesn't work, that you list it as such. You can't just willy-nilly, oh yeah, this works. I didn't test it, but it works, it's fine. Because you'll end up getting bad reviews, you really will. And then that'll end up coming back on you. This will end up being a bad mark on my eBay selling history, because I'll definitely get a mark down on it from the site probably, and that'll probably be the end of that. Hopefully I won't get any situations like that again, but I am going to be safer with keeping all the items that I sell upstairs here in my room, where there's no actual risk of there being any kind of cigarette smoke or anything like that, tainting anything, hopefully. It's just, it's one of those things. A lot of people can't handle even the tiniest hint of it, and because of the things that are in cigarette smoke, it clings to everything. It clings to a house. You think, a person hasn't lived in there that smoked in like 10 years. The place still stinks like smoke, because the house absorbs the acids and stuff that are in it and holds that smell forever, it seems like. For those of us that live with it day to day, we kind of go nose blind to it, but for those that have never been around it before, the first whiff is usually a hit in the face. So yeah, it's just one of those things, of course. Also, when you go and buy stuff to resell, if you do that kind of thing, make sure that your profit margins are going to sustain what you're doing. If you're making, as long as you're not spending more than you're making, you're good. Okay, so say I went to, say, Dollar Tree, for example, and bought 20 to 30 of the same item at $1 a piece, and then went ahead and resold it for like $6 or $7 and got a $3 profit. I'm actually earning money comparatively to what I put in. It's not a whole lot, but I didn't have to pay a whole lot either. And so that's what you want to do with that kind of thing. If you can, you want to triple or quadruple your investment into the item with your selling point, with your selling price. Now, that may mean making concessions like waiting a couple of months between buying inventory and selling that same inventory when the prices on that item go up. But if it helps you make more money, you need to be able to make sure to invest wisely and plan accordingly for that future return on investment, or ROI, as they call it. The last real big thing about being an eBay reseller: be patient. I didn't make the $250 I've made so far by, in a day. It took a while. I'm not going to make the next $1,000 that I make right away. I'm not going to make $5,000 in a week. Well, if I did, I'd be happy as hell, but I know I'm not going to. I'm probably not going to break $10,000 in the next month. I could, if I really buckled down and I really returned every investment back into what I'm doing, I could. But there's the good likelihood that I won't, because that's not something you normally see in this kind of thing, in this kind of world. You don't normally see that happening very often. And I digress, I really do. I mean, it's negligible, but at the same time, it's also really, really important that you understand, that you know what you're getting yourself into. And so that's why I say, make plans before you do it. Make plans before you invest, before you buy product, before you open a store. I'll get into eBay stores in another video, but for now, I think I'll end it here with whatever you do to get started as an eBay reseller. If you decide to do so, make sure it's something that you can afford to lose, because you need to plan on taking a loss at first, because that's going to be really the norm. It really is. Unless you start absolutely small by selling items you already own to get a bit of capital, which is what I encourage. But if you can't do that, find things in surplus or in bulk that are negligible in price that you can still flip for a product. I mean, for a profit and for an investment. That's how you make the most of every sale. I've been your host. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you very much, and I'll see you again soon. 'Cause I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. Because it's you I like. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.